Ho, 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 and welcome to another Let's Play Fellowship VoDCast. Yes, holiday season has come to Fellowship with a holiday patch dropping, some changes to the game and things like that, so I figured I'd go over sort of the highlights of that, discuss this quote-unquote secret holiday mount that some people are talking about, and then do a dungeon. So let's start out. Basically, holiday event is in the game. As you can see, the stronghold is now covered in snow. It is snowing. There are sort of Christmas decorations or holiday decorations or whatever you want to call them around. There is a holiday vendor right here, Old Thistlefrost, a snowman by the mission table in the game. Sells some cosmetics that you need, a currency, the holiday currency called Warm Wishes, to get. And they have added to the rewards tree over here a sort of special section down here for the holiday rewards. You do a dungeon to unlock the challenge, and once that is done, basically there are, I guess, 3 different holiday bosses. They spawn in the dungeons in various locations. I'm not exactly sure where or how it works, but they're in there. And if you beat the boss and then, I guess, still time the dungeon, you then get some currency as a reward, and you can use that currency then to buy the cosmetic items or whatever else you might want. For what it's worth, I think that the implementation of the bosses into the dungeon seems kind of interesting. I think I sort of like how they did it. It would appear that the bosses give some sort of buff to your group upon beating them to in some ways make up for the lost time, and also I think you might get some time back as well. So, you know, games like this people can take kind of competitively, so one potential pitfall of this implementation is just that if putting these holiday bosses into the dungeons makes the dungeons themselves actually easier to time than it was before, then, you know, it might be a good time to sort of push your rating if that's what you're trying to do. And then, you know, I don't know, maybe there could be complaining if people don't have time to play or don't want to play or something like that, and now people are getting higher scores because of this thing. I don't know for sure if that's the case. I suspect that they might be an overall boost to your odds of timing the dungeon, but I'm not sure if so, which bosses or how that all works. So yeah, but one kind of cool thing about the implementation, which we might see one later, is that the bosses, wherever they are in the dungeon, are sort of, I'm going to call it the snow globe. They're kind of encased in sort of like a snow globe looking, you know, AoE circle or something like that with like 4 dots on it. And the way it looks like it works to me is that maybe all 4 members of your party need to stand inside the circle, at which point it kind of starts like, I don't know, channeling or something like that, and unlocking the boss so you can fight it. So by doing it that way, you know, I don't know, no individual person in your group can just, like, decide to pull it and decide to do it. Like, it sort of has to be a group decision, like, hey, we're all going to stand here and do the holiday boss. And so that might eliminate some amount of complaining or trolling or whatever could occur, because at the end of the day, it's, you know, it's sort of completely up to you whether you wish to engage with the holiday boss content or not in your runs. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, I think they're pretty fun. I think it's cool that they're actually in the dungeon. It kind of spices things up a little bit and is a fun time. In addition to that, before we get to the holiday mount stuff, they reworked sort of the currency system in the game a little bit. They said they were removing the cooldown to buy items, but that doesn't seem to be the case for the blacksmith supply box. So if you've accumulated a lot of supplies, you want to go over here and buy this box potentially more often. And then, but supposedly there's no cooldown yet for buying these individual items, which I discussed gearing and how these items work in my previous VoDcast on here. So if you're interested in that, you could go look back at that for some information or what I think of it. The prices here are a little bit different. Previously, for 15 Marks of Fellowship, you would get a Legends Godstone, an Arcane Ether, and an Arcane Mithril. Now you can only just buy one of them. But in compensation for this, the cooldown is removed to buy them, and now Marks of Fellowship drop, I assume, way more often. They no longer drop in the quick play mode. I guess they were responding to the fact that some amount of players were saying that they felt like they had to farm quick play, which, to be perfectly honest, I don't really think quote-unquote farming this stuff in quick play was probably ever really a great idea. I mean, I think that you just should play dungeons and practice on your skills and get gear drops that way, and you will get some Marks of Fellowship that way. But in any case, now they're gone from quick play, and they drop, like, kind of all the time in the dungeons. And the higher dungeon ranks you do, the more sort of marks you get per run. So some sort of PhD in Fellowship math or something like that can determine whether, you know, the drop rate of the marks versus the new cost of the materials is better or worse for players or whatever, but bottom line is now just by doing dungeons you will get plenty of Marks of Fellowship, and then when you have them and you decide that you want particular materials, you can just spend them on there and not have to worry about cooldowns or anything like that. So pretty nice, I guess. Alright, so for the holiday mount, it is sort of, I mean, I don't know, I've heard it described as a puzzle. I don't know that I really think it's a puzzle. It's sort of a quote-unquote secret or something like that. So if you're not interested in learning anything about it and you want to discover it for yourself or whatever, which might be hard to do, then maybe don't watch beyond this. But I'll give it a couple seconds and then I'll go ahead and talk about it. So Alright, you've thought about it. Okay, if you're still watching, I guess you want to know about the holiday mount. So this is the holiday mount. This holiday bear thing or whatever. I'm not super into this sort of stuff, but yeah, basically the way it works here is that there are 30 different, I don't know, holiday treats or candies or something like that sort of spread around the stronghold area. And if you when you collect one, or if you find one and click it, it puts a buff on you that gets you 20 seconds to find the next one, and it gives you some increasing movement speed. And if you're able to collect all 30 before your buff runs out, then you can get the holiday mount. Now, maybe the most important thing that I have to add to this, which I'm just not sure if... I mean, I don't know, there's a number of people making videos about it and stuff like that, but one sort of important thing about the way it works is that once you collect all 30 of the things in time, what actually happens is you get a buff. And the buff is called something like, I don't know, Winter Spirit or something like that is on you, and it makes sparks fly out of your boots when you jump, and looks kind of cool. And once you have the buff, you can climb to the top of sort of a tower in the stronghold where there is a sort of treasure box hidden, and you can then, having the buff allows you then to open the box, and that is where the holiday mount is. However, it is a vendor. So you actually need 4 of the warm wishes, the holiday currency, which you get by timing some dungeons and beating the holiday boss while doing so, in order to then purchase the mount. So there's no timer on the buff when you get it. So I don't know sort of how long it lasts, maybe sort of forever, but because I had this experience myself, it definitely goes away if you enter a dungeon with it. I assume it probably also goes away if you log out of the game, switch characters, or do anything like that. Maybe it can go away in some other circumstances too. So what I would recommend if you're trying to get this holiday mount is that first you go collect 4 warm wishes before you start messing with it, because you don't want to go through the whole thing and have to do it again because you don't have the currency on hand. And then you have to go into dungeon and get them, and once you go into dungeon, you will lose the buff and have to do it again, which is exactly what happened to me. So, yeah. Anyhow, I think I sort of remember the route that I used, so I will try, I guess, to show it here. for people that are interested. We will see if I can execute on it or not. For what it's worth, this route and finding this type of stuff is definitely not something that I take credit for. I saw a number of other videos on it or whatever, and, you know, learned from there, right? So I don't really know, you know, who puts the time in to look around and find all this stuff if someone isn't sort of told how it works, and to come up with the route and all that stuff. You do sort of need to plan this out a little bit. But yeah, here you go. So the place that the route I was looking at starts is kind of over here, out on this frozen lake, by this pile of snowballs and this box over here. So click it, mount up. Immediately, you can see the buff on me. It's counting down, 19 seconds. There is another one over here by this campfire. Click it. Now we jump over this bridge. And there is one on the edge of this bridge here. Collect that. There is another one up here, up this path, by these little lanterns, by this doorway. Right there. Get that. Back down these steps and right across from it, there is a wagon here where there is one. Get that. Over here, there's a pile of snowballs with one of them hiding under it. So you click the snowballs and then you click that. You climb up the steps. There's one right here by this lantern. You enter over by the mission table, and over by this, like the trophy leaderboard thing, there's one sitting there. We then head over to the blacksmith. There's one on the blacksmith's forge. Right across from him by the jeweler, there's one. You can see these little red sparks kind of floating off them, so that's a good way to find out where they are. Can then head over to this wagon. There's one in the back of the wagon. Can backtrack, and over here by the weapon shrine, I like to kind of squeeze in here, and you can reach back here if you hug the left side and collect another one. There is one by the stables under this horse. You can get that. There is one by the box vendor in a bush. You can get that. Come down this little bridge. There's one over here by this lantern. Come over here onto this table. There's one there. There is one over by this tree. Get that. Bit of a little longer run back here. We go back up this bridge, up these steps, curl around here to where there is like a, I don't know, sitting soldier or sleeping guy or whatever. There's one by him. You get that. Then there's one on this table. You get that. Then there is one on this wreath on a tree. Get that one. Come over here into this little doorway with a wreath, and there is one hiding behind here. Next, I try to look for the two training dummies, and over here behind this tree, there's one. Go down the stairs into the other training dummy area. There's one on this table. Cut across the training dummies over here to this campfire. There's one here. Now I have a lot of move speed, so I'm not going to maybe mount anymore. You go under this wall, curl all the way around, and there's one hidden back here on this rock. Go back, curl all the way around through this until we reach these horses, and there's one over by these horses. Now we go through here under this arch, and by the gate, there is one. Then there is one hiding under this pile of snowballs. And then it's kind of a long run up this trail. And up these steps. And curl around, and there's one here on this table. And then the last one is on this bench where this guy is sitting, and you click that. And there, we have all 30, and you can see here, we get this buff, Festive Transcendence. You have ascended to a new state of being. Festive cheer erupts with each leap. So you see these sparks flying off my boots. That shows you have it. And the eyes of the elusive winter spirit are upon you. So you can see that I haven't done anything else. So I have the buff, I haven't done anything else. The buff timer and stuff like that stopped, but I still have the buff. So what a lot of people seem like they're liking to do is to drop a portal here to the top of this tower that you climb up. I'll take it and see if it takes me there. Oh, how mean, it's not quite there. This one is putting me on this ledge, I guess, so I need to try and jump onto this other one, which I made it, surprisingly, and then jump into this tower here. And this is the box that contains the mount, and it is sparkling because I have this buff. And when I click on it, you will see the mount there, that it costs 4 warm wishes, which I already bought it, so I don't need another one. And that is how you can get the mount. If there is not a portal up, or if someone is mean and didn't put it going to the right spot or something like that, the way that you get up there, which I will probably fail at here, it may take some doing if you're not used to, you know, sort of micro-controlling weird jumps with your character in games like this. But you can jump up this little thing, jump up here, jump over to this platform, and then there's going to be like 3 of these beams that you need to jump to, so 1. Oh, screwed it up, see? Try one more time. Sometimes I think it's a little bit helpful on this to maybe like zoom in your camera, but you'll have to sort of figure out how to do it yourself. A little embarrassing to watch me thumper around, but yeah. Let's see. Oh, overshot it. But yeah, there's 3 of those beams, and you saw the ending part here where when you get to the 3rd one, you have to jump from the 3rd one into this little house up there, and that's where the mount is. So, yeah, I mean, I already discussed it, but basically I think that maybe a small point of confusion for some is just that, like, when I was first trying to do this, I saw some people in the game trying to do it as well, and they were trying to get to the top of there and set up the portal ahead of time so that once they collected all the buffs, I think that there was an assumption that once you have the buffs, that you're still on a timer to go into that house and collect the present. But, as I've just demonstrated, that's not really the case. You still have the buff. So, even if you don't have a portal up ahead of time, you can take your time failing to jump and climb to the top of this tower a bunch and still get it. So, it's not sort of a timed thing once you have the buff. But, as I explained before, if you queue into dungeon, if you log out of game, if you switch characters, maybe under certain other conditions or whatever, the buff will go away and you will have to do the finding and collecting of all the items in time again, which is kind of annoying to do. For what it's worth, you know, I'm sure some people will be better at collecting the buffs and memorizing a route and stuff like that than I am. I certainly found that it took me quite a while, even following along with a guide, to get it done because, you know, even if you sort of know the general area where it is, they don't necessarily stick out too much. They're a little bit hard to see. I mean, you can see it's got its little sparkles or whatever it is coming off it and stuff. But, you know, when you're zoomed out particularly, I mean, I don't know. Would I even notice it's here from over here? Not necessarily. So, you know, very easy to forget one step or something like that and not do it. For me, I guess I just kind of kept following along, going with the route. Like, eventually I kind of knew all the, you know, the first, you know, who knows, 15 or 18 of them, because I had done it a number of times, and then just kind of, like, added the additional steps over time to the point now where you know, I must have done it enough times now that even though I did it the other day, I still remember it the day after. So, you know, it will maybe be frustrating to do, but if you kind of work at it or have a good system for it or whatever, you can get it done, and you can get this this mount for whatever that's worth. So there you go, holiday mount. And yeah, make sure you get your warm wishes first. You don't want to do it more than once if it's something that you particularly struggle with. So that's all that stuff. Let's go ahead and try and queue for a dungeon with the holiday boss or something that hopefully we'll get to do. For what it's worth, yeah, still an Eternal here, kind of, you know, gearing up and all that sort of a thing. Item level 309.6 right now. I did use a number of sort of rerolls kind of early when I hit Eternal, sort of fishing for sockets, fishing to fill slots and stuff like that, but I don't even feel like I've played a ton, and between the unstable Mithril rerolls that I did use, you know, you'll see that pretty much all of my gear already is socketed other than my rings. And I even have an essence bonus in these shoulders, which these are like the Bish shoulders, so that's pretty sweet. And, yeah, so, I don't know, it doesn't take that long to really sort of get your socketed gear and stuff like that, in my opinion, if you just kind of play. If you use some rerolls from time to time. I did finally get a chance to test that, yes, in fact, if you use a Mithril to reroll an item, you do get refunded for whatever mats you put into the item previously, so that is good. And, yeah, really from this point on, I mean, farming the gems to get max gem power and stuff like that is what will take the longest time. And you just kind of get those naturally from doing dungeons, and, you know, no issues there. So, I'm happy to do whatever, Eternal 3, 4, 5, I guess, I don't really care. And we'll see what happens. Oh, you can see the queue instantly pops for Eternal 15. This group wants to do Urrak Markets 15. I probably already have it, but sure, let's do it. And you'll see when I enter the dungeon, hey, where'd my holiday buff go? Crap, it's gone. If I didn't have the currency, I'd need to rerun that whole thing again, so. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do a big pull here. Not doing the Minotaur thing, which, that's fine. Okay. Well, I saw that that needed to be soaked, but given that I was channeling Chrono Shift and we have a big party, I figured that someone else would maybe see that and do it, but maybe a mistake on my part to make an assumption like that, so yeah. And this Desecrator stubbornly won't get with the rest of the pack, but it is what it is. Yeah, bad sloppy start here. I mean, I'll take some of the blame for it, but whatever. I might have gone up to kill that totem that's there, that's fine. Oh, here's a holiday boss. You can see the quote-unquote snow globe thing that I was talking about there. Okay. So yeah, you all stand in this. And then by standing in it, alright, this guy's gonna soak there. By standing in it, that activates it, I guess. And, I definitely don't remember what all these things, do. This one, it's a caster, and then it does this shield, which I don't really know how it works. I mean, looks like maybe you just have to DPS through it. Kinda don't want to use ult here. Maybe I should. I don't know. Oh, a healer just died. Oh, I just pulled a pack. Okay. Pretty chaotic start to this run. Not a big fan of that, but... Alright, another pack here. I mean... really don't want to use my ult, but feel like we're pulling kind of small, so I will. Alright, this guy just gets the full channel of Sanguine Offering off because... I don't know. I mean, I could kick it, but it's like, I don't know. 4 people in the group, you'd think they'd kick, and I'm channeling ult. Don't really want to interrupt it to kick, so... yeah. Just let it kill me, I guess. Whatever.
Tremble before my wrath! Winter, protect me!
Okay, I don't know. You can see just like, I don't know, I mean, we're not doing a great job with mechanics, very much self-included in that, and this is like a 15 and just, you know, we're dying all the time and stuff, but it just, I don't know. Doesn't seem to matter that much. Take shield. Oh. I don't know what that is, I guess, the holiday boss drops some shields or something that you can take somewhere. That's cool, I guess. I'm gonna kick this guy into the group. Probably a bad idea, because I don't know that anyone will stop the relevant stuff. There, I stopped one Sanguine Offering. Now this one's gonna cast. I don't have anything for it. Can anyone stop it? The answer is no. I'm gonna use my personal in case whatever it is targets me. Guess I'll kick that, I don't know. Sloppy rotations, playing bad in terms of damage, and sloppy interrupting and just everything, but whatever. Periodically, she will appear and like leave a rune on the ground, and then when you get it, you get a shield. So, pretty sick actually. Alright, and we've done all the enemy forces. We still have 9 minutes left. Despite all the dying and just everything. So...
if this is your doing, I'll skin you alive.
Oh, looks like we overlapped kicks there. Not a big deal.
Your blood will be
Just tantruming, all personal.
wrath!
Want to try and keep these sort of even health.
My sword shields me!
So I'll try and target the mage now, since it's higher on health. Another tantrum. I'll personal it. Throw another fireball in their general direction.
I'll finish this.
All right, we're gonna vortex. Lost our healer. Might be a wipe. It is.
Phone call. Hear me.
Still have 7 minutes to try and get it done. So we'll see.
Not more sacrifices. Good. Our god hungers. True. If this is your doing, I'll skin you alive.
I guess I should have put up my whatever. Pyromania.
Hear me.
Tantrum, personal it.
Frost sword shields me!
Enough of this.
I'll get in the soak here.
Die already.
Protect me!
Ward up. Out of my way. I'll finish this.
Playing kind of bad here, because... yeah, I don't know. Other than using my Sinstone, which is a 3-minute CD, I don't necessarily know what I can do to help out with the healing here. Seems like we're having maybe some healing issues.
More sacrifices? Good. Our god hungers. If this is your doing, I'll skin you alive.
I guess I should chrono shift here, because I'm going to want to ult here too.
This is
gonna hurt me.
Flame War. No. Flames shield me.
Frost, protect me!
I'll finish this.
Well, Sinstone and everything, but, yeah, I don't know. Looks like we're giving up here. I don't know. Oh, wait, now they're back. Huh? They want to run it again? Is this the same group? Why would we do that? Did the healer, I mean... I don't know, sure. I'll run it again. They're saying watch how much better this run is, so I don't know, maybe it's... You know, you never know what's going on. I mean... Someone could be playing a different character, different gear, different talents. No idea, but yeah. Yeah. Alright, so that was, you know, smooth this time, I guess. Alright, campfire, this stuff. Alright, we're gonna get in this thing. There's a hole over there. So... Try not to pull the stuff, I guess. Alright, someone's got that soak. Okay. Okay. I don't know, I kicked there at the end, so... I'm not sure if that's something I needed to do, or what the deal is, but yeah. I don't know, I'm gonna just ult here. Because it's up. Fire flash that Sanguine offering, I guess. Alright. Mini-boss dead, Pull dead, Hornseer dead. We going up here again like we did last time? Okay, someone's gonna get the campfire. That's cool. Here we go. Alright.
Bear witness to winter's wrath.
Whoa, what happened here? I don't like this.
My ward shields me.
Okay, kick the Sanguine offering. Okay, there's a chain down. Don't love that. Okay, I'm gonna send stone just because, I don't know, a lot of crap going. Okay, alright, stop that maybe before it got the last tick off? God knows. Just a lot of chaos. Doesn't seem like we should die to any of this stuff, but I don't know. Just use what I got. Maybe they went ahead and go grab that stuff because the Rhyme had ult up or something? No idea. They ran right out of my fireball. Alright, there's a soak, someone has it. Can't really see what all's in this pack, but I don't know. Soak, someone's got it. Okay. Maybe I should have ulted here. I don't know. Picked up my shield again from the mini-boss, I guess, for whatever that's worth. Okay, now we're like dropping all the way down here and doing some huge pull. Okay, I don't know. Do this, do this, do this. Ulti.
Protect me.
Okay, so now we're almost done with enemies, and we've got 10 minutes and 30 seconds left. This seems like more of a pull than what we need, but whatever.
Sacrifices.
Sure.
Bear witness to winter's wrath.
Bro, if this is your doing, I'll skin you alive. Your blood will feed VoDCast. Die already.
Well, I don't know. Now this group is just like, I don't know, like styling on the bosses, so...
Enough of this.
Yeah, don't know what happened on the previous run, but... Yep. They're like, watch how good this run's gonna go. It's like, yeah, okay. Yeah, we beat it by like, we're gonna beat it by like a billion years, assuming nothing weird happens.
Die.
That's cool. Okay.
Out of my way. I'll finish this. Die already! VoDCast, hear me.
It's gonna hurt.
Enough!
I guess I'll send Stone now, because I don't think this fight has too much left in it, really.
You might free these slaves, but more deals are being made.
Okay, yeah, redemption. I don't know what the first run was, but that run was pretty good. What is this? Dungeon score cap reached. You have reached the highest possible dungeon score you can get for this dungeon difficulty combo. I didn't really realize that. That's interesting. So there's some sort of a cap, so even if you're like, if you could somehow beat this in, you know, 2-3 minutes less, you still can't get any more score? It's kind of interesting. Alright, get a cloak, get, Marks of Fellowship. Oh, I was gonna say, where's my holiday currency? I think maybe you get a little bit of holiday currency to drop at the end of, dungeons, but you have to go into the rewards tree to do it. Unfortunately, I think that, like, I might already have that exact combo, right? Yeah, defeat her and Urrak Markets and the thing. So I already have that, so I don't get any more currency for that, so whatever. I'm not necessarily trying to collect all the holiday stuff, but I assume that maybe I will in time if I play enough, and that's that. So there you guys go. If you've enjoyed the content, please give a like and subscribe on the video. That's what would maybe make me want to continue making some more content or whatever. Enjoy the Fellowship Holiday Patch and stuff like that. I may be posting some more stuff without so much of a holiday focus, but just, you know, going through Eternal and gearing up and all that sort of a thing. So until then, I will see you next time, and yeah, whatever this Stormwatch, Sure, why not? This'll go fine, right? Why not? All right, here. Let's just look at that as an ad to like and subscribe for the video if you want more content. Sure. I'm in a Stormwatch 16. This group, you know, seems like we can do all this stuff. So why not? Let's do another one. Kick that. Throw my fireball. Chrono shift. Big guy in this pack cleaves, so don't want to be too close to him. I try to stay out of his way. Gotta watch out for the tank coming through here at some point. Couple dot refreshes, I guess.
Protect me!
Looks like someone died. Looks like the cutthroats got me. Don't know what's going on. Okay. Well, I don't know. Okay, they reset. A good run, a bad run. I don't know. Do we want to continue this or not? Oh, the pillagers stacked up too much, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I'm not even paying attention. Doing one mob. I feel like, I mean, I feel like this stuff is sort of being, like, overly kited. I mean, yeah, you want to kite to get your stacks off, but I don't know. Yeah, I feel bad saying about anything, because I don't really know much of anything about tanking, but...
Witness my wrath!
Time for a little razzle-dazzle.
Oh, looks like I didn't realize I wasn't talking for a while there, but that's okay.
Die raw!
Be nice if I could get a fireball up here. Alright, we're done with all of our trash. Tank's gonna get the dread arcs. That's cool. Oops. Yeah, Tank said he would get those, so I shouldn't have done that, but kind of reaction time. Now we might die to that. Alright, I guess we didn't.
Witness! Offense is the greatest defense!
Alright, Tank wants to solo that, that's fine.
This is gonna hurt.
Probably wasted ult or whatever, but waited so long to get it off with all my dots on it, which I probably shouldn't have, that the dungeon was going to end, so yeah. Get some wrists, no socket, not too interesting. Ooh, a ruby, fantastic. And yeah, you can get a couple warm wishes at the end of dungeons, even if you don't time it, maybe. So there's that. I guess that one was score for me. That's cool.
My ward shields me.
And yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Let's show the rewards if I can. So yeah, so we meet the White Witch in whatever difficulty that was, and we get some more warm wishes. So cool. Thanks again for watching, and if you've enjoyed the content, please give a like and subscribe on the video. Happy holidays, enjoy the fellowshipping, enjoy the patch, and I'll see you next time. Take it easy. Bye.